Have you ever flipped a switch and wondered, who made this possible? Who gave us the light that fills our homes, the power that runs our cities, the electricity that drives our entire world? Most people would say Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. But what if I told you that behind every glowing lamp, every humming power line, every modern device you own, stands the genius of another man? A man history nearly forgot. This is the story of a battle, not a war fought with swords or guns, but with wires, tatons, and power plants. It was ruthless, it was personal, and it changed the world. This is the war between Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison, the war of currents. At the end of the 19th century, the world was on the edge of a revolution. Candles and gas lamps were fading. Electricity, mysterious, invisible, powerful, was the future. Thomas Edison was already a superstar. By 1880, he had patented the incandescent light bulb and was building an electrical empire. His system used direct current, or DC, where electricity flows in one direction, like water in a pipe. DC worked, but only for short distances. You could light up a building or maybe a block. But powering an entire city, that was a different story. Enter Nikola Tesla. Tesla was everything Edison wasn't. Where Edison was practical and relentless, Tesla was visionary and strange. He spoke 8 languages, read entire books in one sitting, and dreamed of machines that could capture the energy of the earth itself. Tesla had a different idea: alternating current, or AC. Unlike DC, AC could travel long distances, change voltages easily, and power entire cities through a network of transformers. But there was one problem: Tesla had no money, no company, and no one willing to listen. So, he went to work for Edison. Tesla arrived in New York in 1880 with nothing but a letter of introduction and a dream. He joined Edison's company, hoping to bring his AC ideas to life. But Edison had no interest in AC. To him, it was a threat, dangerous, untested, and bad for business. He was committed to DC, and he expected Tesla to help improve it. Tesla worked tirelessly. According to some accounts, Edison promised him $50,000 if he could fix key problems in the DC generators. Tesla did it. When he asked for the money, Edison allegedly laughed and said, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla quit on the spot. He would spend the next months digging ditches for $2 a day, just to survive. But the world was about to change. In 1887, Tesla finally got a break. He met George Westinghouse, a wealthy inventor and entrepreneur who believed in AC. Westinghouse bought Tesla's patents and gave him a lab, a salary, and something Tesla hadn't had in years: freedom. Together, they began building AC generators, motors, and transmission systems. Edison saw this and panicked. His DC system was already being installed across cities. If AC succeeded, he'd lose everything: control, fame, and fortune. Edison launched a public campaign to discredit AC. He hired agents to spread terrifying stories about how AC could kill you instantly. He organized public demonstrations where animals were electrocuted using AC current: dogs, horses, even an elephant named Topsy. He even helped promote the electric chair, powered by AC, as a humane method of execution, just to associate AC with death. Meanwhile, Tesla and Westinghouse kept building, not just machines, but momentum. In 1893, they landed the biggest contract of the century: to power the world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, the world's first all-electric fair. The World's Fair was a dazzling showcase of the future, and Tesla's AC system lit up every corner of it. Hundreds of thousands of lights, booths, moving walkways, glowing fountains. Everything ran on Tesla's current. The world saw what was possible, and Edison lost. Shortly after, Westinghouse and Tesla won the contract to build the first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, a dream Tesla had spoken of years before. In 1896, electricity from Niagara lit up Buffalo, New York. AC had won. After the victory, Tesla became a household name, but it didn't last. He gave up the royalties on his AC patents to help Westinghouse survive a financial crisis, a decision that cost him millions. He moved on to even more ambitious ideas: wireless power, wireless communication, remote-controlled boats. Even a death ray he claimed could end all war. But without funding, and often without support, Tesla's projects never fully materialized. He became increasingly eccentric, feeding pigeons in Central Park, talking of messages from Mars, and living alone in hotels. By the time he died in 1943, he was nearly broke and mostly forgotten. Edison, meanwhile, remained a public figure until his death. He founded General Electric, made fortunes from his patents, and was hailed as one of America's greatest inventors. But he was not without criticism. Some said he took credit for ideas that weren't his. Others believed he had crushed competitors through legal and financial pressure. Still, history remembered him as the Wizard of Menlo Park, the man who lit up the world. Today, the world runs on alternating current, Tesla's vision. Every time you turn on a light, charge your phone, or watch a screen, you're using the current Tesla champion over a century ago. And yet, for decades, his name was missing from textbooks. It wasn't until long after his death that people began to rediscover the depth of his genius. Now, he's seen as one of the greatest minds in history, a man whose ideas shaped the modern world. The battle between Edison and Tesla wasn't just about electricity. It was a battle between business and idealism, between power and vision. Between two men, one remembered for what he built, and the other for what he dreamed. So, who do you think really won? Was it Edison, the practical empire builder? Or Tesla, the forgotten visionary who imagined the future and tried to give it away for free? Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this journey through history and you want more stories like this. Subscribe to Histoloops for more tales of forgotten geniuses, ancient mysteries, and ideas that changed the world.